and welcome to Working Horses with Jim. I'm Trudy, Jim's daughter. Today we're going to be checking out the sleigh ride trails, but before we get started, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're working on a goal to get 50,000 subscribers by Christmas, so it would be super helpful to us, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything, so we love you. Thank you.
Trudy's got the best form. These stone boats are really hard to stand on. It's like...
Which way?
Jerky. I'm Abby, by the way. I'll be your camera person today. I'm Jim's other daughter.
Trying to kill me.
Your younger daughter. Abby. I already said that. And we're glad that you're here. We're doing some sleigh ride trail monitoring today. So it's November... What's today? November 20th?
Yes.
So before we know it, hopefully there'll be snow.
Yeah, we usually get some snow before Christmas, and then we have no snow on Christmas, and then we get snow after Christmas. Usually in November we'll get a big snowstorm.
We'll get a nice big snowstorm in May too, you know, just when we don't want it.
Right.
But for Christmas, when we actually want snow.
There's never. Oh.
And people always love sleigh rides right around Christmas time, you know.
We're going through there.
But
yikes.
Yikes.
Okay.
People always want
careful step.
Christmas sleigh ride.
Are you sure this is
just
like
when there's no snow? Ooh, we're really roughing it here. Believe it or not, this is the sleigh ride trail. It looks a lot nicer.
Can't see a blooming thing
when there's snow.
I appreciate it. You're doing all the hard work.
Wow.
What's new?
Oh, classic. So true, though. It's so true. Oh, and here I was getting ahead.
Careful step.
Oh, do you want mine?
I'm supposed to follow you? Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can get turned here. Careful step.
Nice turn.
Good job, little.
From all involved. Bill, good job.
Billy
turning.
boy.
Trudy, good job saying the word G.
Did I say it? I couldn't think of the word.
We don't even know if she said it.
I didn't. I was thinking in my mind, which one is it? And then I didn't say it.
Oh, that is funny.
People are probably shocked that that's not second nature to me. But
I know, right?
we don't actually drive horses that much, if we're being honest.
Right. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with the art of driving horses, the word G is used when you want the horse to turn right, and the word ha is when you want them to turn left. And you also pull the rein of the correct side. That turns their head and heads them in the correct direction.
Oh. Gotta get that branch out of the way.
Absolutely.
A little deep branching. That's Dad's art, deep branching.
What a talented guy. He's the deep
Careful step.
expert.
Careful step. Careful step.
Careful step.
We used to ride horses a lot in these woods here on the trails. Didn't we?
We did. And oftentimes we would go to our grandparents' house, which is right over
the
there.
river. Oh,
over the
there's
river.
No river, but it is through the woods. Yeah.
And we would.
Actually, there's a river over there somewhere.
A river runs through it.
I remember one time in college when I was getting ready for this crazy singing thing. I remember coming out here by myself and singing and like getting ready. And I remember I was by a river and I had never really seen that river before. But
that's funny.
It's somewhere over there.
We basically mostly just stay on the trail. But we would go here to go to Nana and Pop-Up's house, and the sleigh ride trail goes right around it. So, or we'd go through the pasture or on the road. There are 3 routes. But there's some nice.
Careful step.
They're nice in the winter too, and the snow on all the trees and stuff. Which makes it really nice sleigh rides. This is a perfect example of what could happen.
Careful step.
Nailed it. I'll help you. Apparently not good enough. Do you have anything you want to say? Any words of wisdom? A quote for the day. Go.
What was the thing I told you yesterday? It wasn't a quote from me. You don't find balance, you make it.
Oh, there you go.
I don't eat meat. I don't eat preservatives.
That's not even the line.
It's not.
We've been saying that for years.
From jungle to jungle, and it's not the line. We have so many things like that. Careful step. I don't
So our lovely mother, Brenda, she's at home in the kitchen slaving to make us bread for lunch. What a wonderful woman. Also, I really like bread, and she makes really good bread.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, aren't we all?
But it's cinnamon buns. Did you know that?
Oh, I forgot about that. It's cinnamon buns, even better.
Yeah, I wanna show my woodlot there.
Dad wants to show his woodlot.
So I want to show you a woodlot that this is our property, and I had Levi, our son, come in here, and he actually marked the trees that he thought would be best to get out of here. And so now what we have is the trees left standing. So we thinned it out pretty heavy, but I'm really pleased with how it's looking. The stems that are here are a lot healthier than they were. We had an ice storm here back in 97. I think 97.
98.
Yeah. No, 98, that's what it was.
And it did a lot of damage. So there's a lot of trees that were dying, bad tops and all. So we took a pile of them out of here. There's still, even as I look here, we still see some, I have some bad tops, but just generally such a better forest now than it was then, because we got rid of so much of the junk.
So why is it important to get rid of junk?
Well, the junk is just going to die. And by getting rid of it, it allows more light into the forest, which is going to allow more trees, saplings to start up and grow.
So what you're saying is that, like, if you clean out a forest like this, you don't need to, like, go plant new trees because the stuff comes down from the trees? Definitely
you do not. In some situations you might, and I'd like to talk about that a little bit more this winter when I'm actually logging. But in this case, the saplings will start growing here, and there'll be plenty of regrowth by themselves. Let's continue on.
Button.
Awesome.
One other thing I wanted to add, if you point it out through there, it's been about 3 years since I cut out there, and I really didn't want to show it for several years because there's so much trash and brush. But even now, I lopped it somewhat when I cut it, but it has just gone down so much that it actually looks pretty good in there, in my opinion.
My opinion as well, Dad. Like, Dad's doing all this real action over here. Hi, Billy.
I'm starting. Okay. I almost ran you over.
Bill, what a handsome boy.
Are you out of the way?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
No, I'm not.
Careful step. Oh, never mind. He's
There
pooping.
are a lot of prickers down here.
Careful step.
I think when the snow comes, it kind of just pushes down all this stuff. Sometimes we get really nice, like that heavy, heavy wet snow. And boy, is that pretty.
But
Pretty, but it's not fun to shovel. Woo! She's flying.
oh, you like that shot?
Yep.
So people requested a Thanksgiving song, so we're gonna sing a song for you right now. For
What note are you starting on?
that's what I started on before.
Okay.
for the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies. Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. Amen. Careful step.
I'll get back to it.
Be careful. I can't see a thing. Okay, there he is. Sitting on a rock waiting for us to stop singing.
That's classic Dad.
He couldn't be happier. Oh.
All right, let's go. I think we're almost done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Careful step.
These are nice big trees. Bigger trees than over there.
Okay.
Oh, they're classic tamaracks. Total guess. Give me a second guess. A pine. Some kind of a pine. Okay, give me a third guess. Well, they still have needles, so they must be, they're not pines. So, what do you guys think? Go with, I'm out of tree, ash, popple, hemlock. Hemlock.
Finally. You're getting embarrassed.
Dad's really embarrassed of us. We didn't learn what we were supposed to learn as a vlogger's daughter.
Are we going out this way or back the same way? Are we going out this way?
Let me get ahead of you. I'm walking the trail.
So this is a loose evener.
Loose whipple tree, actually.
A loose whipple tree. What's the difference between a whipple tree and an evener? Is a whipple tree just for one? What's the difference between a whipple tree and a double tree? What's the difference between a double tree and an evener?
Well, some people call it a single tree and a double tree. Now, that makes it a little bit more easy for you to explain
If there's
what
one
it is.
horse and two horses?
Yeah. For some reason, I've always called it a whipple tree.
If you're gonna have,
Sometimes it's whiffle, sometimes it's whipple.
like they go by both,
I don't know if there's an actual real,
like wiffle ball.
yeah.
What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. If you're a horse crazy knowledge person, what's the true term?
Okay, are we leaving? Because I'm getting cold.
Trudy's getting cold.
Careful step. Oh.
You know what, Trudy? Let's tell them about the question and answer.
Oh yeah, so we are going to do another Patreon question and answer session over Zoom. It's going to be December 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're not already a patron and you would like to join us, you can just click the link in the description below, I'm guessing, and become a patron if you would like to help support what we're doing here on our channel. And we do, random question and answers sometimes, and
we send out calendars to our
give a
patrons.
calendar to patrons
Different little things we try to do for them.
to thank them for for their help.
Yes,
So-
but it's usually, well, we did one question and answer before, and it was really fun. We just kind of got to meet people, and we had people from different places in the world, and we got to hear what they were doing, with horses or
not.
Or not. If they just like to watch the channel, they can ask any questions, So it's a fun time.
Yeah. So we hope to see you there on December 11th. Oh.
Yep. This is what's called a gate hook. It's for hooking our gate. Oh. And this is what's called a gate hook that's broken. And that's a good way. Would you get shocked if you touched that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So,
If it was turned on.
if it was turned on. That's why we need to get a new gate hook. So you just kind of wrap the wire
Sorry,
around
I
there.
forgot I have my mic on.
Well, I'll drive and you can scream your way through the field.
Scream! Oh. Can I ride Bill instead?
No, that'd be worse.
I don't think it'd be worse.
Just putting a gate hook here so we can open this a little better. And we didn't get all the sleigh ride trail done, but a good portion of it. So that's great. I was surprised I didn't have to start my chainsaw up. So it wasn't that bad.
Awesome. Do you usually have to start your chainsaw up?
Yeah, it depends.
Why would there be so much, ouch, why would there be so much like going on? Like, is it because, like the snow just like makes the trees fall off?
Well, wind.
Wind. Oh, we get a lot of wind here. We're in upstate New York, northern New York on the Canadian border. And there's a lot of wind here.
A piece of twine or something. Might be
So Dad, why do you prefer electric fences over barbed wire?
Good question. As a matter of fact, out in the woods here is the only place I have barbed wire anywhere.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it.
And I don't know, I feel it's safer for the animals. When an animal gets caught up in barbed wire, it's bad. And also,
Humans too.
when you have barbed wire, it's you have to juice on it all the time, of course. But when you have
You have to have juice on it all the time?
barbed wire, so when you have electric fence, you have juice on it all the time. So
Right.
it's hot all the time. At least that's what you need to do. Ouch.
Hot means stingy.
Yeah. So I was talking about the barbed wire electric fence. The barbed wire fence, the cattle will actually stick their heads through it. If you 2 or 3 strands, they'll still eventually stick their heads through it so they can eat through, because they have no respect for a barbed wire fence. As opposed to electric fence, they have a lot of respect for them, because if they did that, they get zapped.
Right. And if you stick your head through, then you would get hurt.
Well, not really, not as bad as you'd think, because they got such tough hides. They'll stick their heads through it and actually start pushing them and actually spreading it more and getting out. And so that's why I like electric fence. And I used to have 2 strands of electric fence, and now I just have the 1 strand. And I feel that's great, because they can actually stick their head underneath it as far as they dare to chew up some of the grass. But if they go too far, they'll get shocked. And so it seems to work great for my situation. And my fences aren't even that great, but they have learned their boundaries over the years, and it's worked good for me. So, anyway, let's head home. It's lunchtime.
Yay!
Careful step.
Stop there, Trudy.
Oh.
I'm getting hungry, so I better drive.
Oh, okay.
Jump on and hang on, girl.
No, what? No.
Just jump on and hang on.
Going normal, right?
No.
Daddy.
Do you have to close that gate?
Daddy. You better not kill us.
Well, thank you for coming along with us on this adventure. We hope that you will consider subscribing and like this video if you enjoyed it. And we hope to see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for your help, girl.